Hello, dear students. Let us continue after the pituitary gland with the pineal gland. And if you look at the position of the pineal gland, if this is the diencephalon that I have drawn, this is the pituitary gland, and over here, this is the pineal gland. Okay, so it is also called the epiphysis cerebri, and it secretes an amine hormone that is called melatonin. There are a lot of misconceptions about pineal gland previously, but now there are some specific functions which are correctly attributed to the pineal gland, such as it maintains a circadian rhythm, our biological clock, the sleep wake cycle. अगर हम एक पर्टिकुलर टाइम पे सोते हैं और हम एक पर्टिकुलर टाइम पे हमको जाग आती है, हमारी बॉडी उससे यूज टू हो जाती है, एंड व्हेन इट इज डन ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम, बाय डिफॉल्ट आपको उसी टाइम पे नींद आएगी और उसी टाइम पे आपको जाग है. तो ये जो बायोलॉजिकल क्लॉक सेट करना है, स्लीप वेक साइकिल, सर्कैडियम सेट करना है, सर्कैडियन रिदम सेट करना है, that is the job of the pineal gland. It has been observed that the pineal gland secretes the hormone melatonin under the influence of darkness. So, as the night comes, the amount of melatonin keeps on increasing in the bloodstream and it helps us to go to sleep. It also influences our metabolism, pigmentation, causing fairer skin, also onset of menstrual cycle. It has been observed that some girls who were born blind, they did not have the perception of light, so they had their menses very late at the age of 18 to 19, thus showing that the pineal gland perceives light and sets the onsets of the menstrual cycle. It also influences the defense capabilities of the body and helps to regulate the body temperature. Now then, the thymus gland. So where is the thymus gland located? It is in your chest region between the lungs. This is the heart. This is the aorta. Just in front of the aorta. Okay. You have the thymus gland. So it's like a bow tie over the aorta. It is a receding endocrine gland. During childhood, it attains the maximum size. But as a person grows, the size of the thymus keeps on decreasing. And it shrinks after puberty. It secretes peptide hormones, which are called as thymosins, which help in the development of the T cells. It is directly responsible for the cell mediated immunity. Another important gland, that is the thyroid gland. It is considered as the largest endocrine gland. It is located on the either side of the trachea, below the larynx, between the second and the fourth tracheal cartilage. It produces the thyroid hormone that is called T3 and T4, and also a hormone called calcitonin. The thyroid gland is covered by a capsule. It is a bilobed gland. The two lobes are interconnected by tissue, which is called as the isthmus. A fibrous connective tissue is called as the isthmus. The capsule sends a lot of walls inside, which are called septae, that divide the gland into number of compartments. Each compartment is called as a lobule. So you have got millions of these lobules. Each lobule, I'm going to show this one lobule, shows the presence of these rounded structures. Let us call them as follicles. Outside the follicles, you have the stromal tissue. The stromal tissue shows the presence of cells. These cells are called as the parafollicular cells. The parafollicular cells secrete a hormone called as calcitonin, and these follicles they secrete the hormone T3 and T4. It's a The follicle has a basement membrane. The follicular cells are simple cuboidal epithelial cells. In the center, there is a lumen. The lumen is filled with colloid. The colloid is made up of thyroglobulin. So thyroglobulin is made up of an amino acid which is called tyrosin. The tyrosin undergoes iodination and results in the formation of two hormones, that is T3 and T4, that is triiodothyronin and tetraiodothyronin. These hormones, they have a wide effect on your body. First of all, they control your carbohydrate, fats, and protein metabolism. They help in the breakdown of carbohydrates. They promote glycogenolysis. They break down glycogen into glucose. They cause lipolysis. They break down fats into the fatty acids and lipids. They break down the lipids into fatty acids, sorry. Now, these fatty acids can be used for synthesis of new glucose molecules. This is called gluconeogenesis. Similarly, proteins को भी break करते हैं, which is proteolysis. They can break down into amino acids. The presence of thyroxine causes our cells to utilize more oxygen and produce energy, and thus T3 and T4 increase your BMR, that is your basal metabolic rate. Basal metabolic rate is the minimum rate of glucose oxidation, just enough for your vital organs to survive when your body is at absolute rest. 24 घंटे में जब हम लोग 5-6 घंटा सो रहे हैं, सिर्फ हमारे वाइटल ऑर्गन्स काम कर रहे हैं, वो टाइम पे हमारा ग्लूकोज का ऑक्सीडेशन एकदम मिनिमम है, और वो मिनिमम ऑक्सीडेशन जो हो रहा है उसको हम बोलते हैं योर बेसल मेटाबॉलिक रेट. जैसे हम उठते हैं, धीरे धीरे हमारा बीएमआर बढ़ेगा, जो एनर्जी है बीएमआर के ऊपर चली जाएगी. T3 T4 उसमें रोल प्ले करता है. रेड ब्लड सेल फॉर्मेशन में भी हेल्प करता है. इट ऑल्सो हेल्प्स इन मेंटेनिंग द वाटर एंड इलेक्ट्रोलाइट बैलेंस. Just on the backside of the thyroid gland, there are four small glands which are called as the parathyroid gland, which secrete a peptide hormone which is called as parathormone. Now, हम ऐसे देख सकते हैं अब इसको, दोनों हॉर्मोन्स को साथ में पढ़ते हैं. पैराफोलिकुलर सेल सिक्रीट करते हैं टीसीटी. पैराथायरॉयड ग्लैंड सिक्रीट करता है पैराथॉर्मोन. नाउ, ये आपका बोन है. This is the blood capillary. Right now, let us assume that the blood shows the presence of a lot of calcium. So that condition is called hypercalcemia. So TCT will cause the migration of calcium from the blood and deposit it into the bones, as a result of which the blood calcium levels will fall, and that condition is called hypocalcemia. So जो इफेक्ट आता है, हार्मोन का नाम वैसे रखते हैं हम. So हम कहेंगे कि thyrocalcitonin is a hypocalcemia hormone. On the other hand, PTH, this is the bone and this is the blood capillary. there's a low calcium ion concentration in the blood. Let us call that condition as hypocalcemia. Now, parathormone will cause the reserve calcium from the bone to migrate into the blood, as a result of which the blood calcium levels will increase. And from hypocalcemia, will get hypercalcemia. So, parathormone is a hypercalcemia hormone, whereas TCT is a hypocalcemia hormone. So, this has to be remembered for your MCQs of how both these hormones together help to regulate your calcium metabolism.